Well, our next guest is one of America's leading psychiatrists and brain health experts. In this segment, he talks about his latest project, Your Brain is Always Listening. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Amen. I'm a psychiatrist, brain imaging specialist, 12-time New York Times bestselling author, and the author of the new book, Your Brain is Always Listening. Tame the hidden dragons that control your happiness, habits, and health. I wrote this book because it's just needed now more than ever before. With the pandemic, both brain health and mental health issues have skyrocketed. Depression has tripled. Anxiety now affects more than half the population. Suicide, substance abuse, domestic violence, divorce, parent-child problems are just out of control. But you can take control over your brain and your mind. And Your Brain is Always Listening. I talk about the brain, which is the hardware of your soul. You need to keep that healthy, but also your mind, which is sort of like the software. And I use the analogy of dragons. I love that analogy. Dragons are mythical creatures, and they're breathing fire on your emotional brain, but you can learn to tame them. The book is divided into the dragons from the past. These are the big psychological issues a lot of people have. The they, them, and other dragons, the influence of other people, alive and dead on our minds, our bad habit dragons. If you allow yourself to do something, it's not good for you today, you're more likely to do it tomorrow. How to break that. The addicted dragons, the scheming dragons, societal influence. But my favorite part is the dragon tamer. How can you get control over your brain and your mind? I know you'll just love the book. You can get the book anywhere great books are sold. Your Brain is Always Listening. You can learn more about our work at Amen Clinics at Amen, like the last word in a prayer, clinics.com.
Wow. So I never once stopped to consider that the dragons would have different personalities. And I don't say that as a joke, but when you put it in terms of these facets of brain health, having these different personalities, it's a very interesting way of making sense of all of that, Bill.
Then it was the opposite of what I thought it was going to be when I heard it was like your brain is always listening. Because I thought, okay, I talk to myself all the time. And a lot of the times I refer to myself in negative terms.
Ooh,
like,
okay.
How could you mess that up so bad, Bill? Come on, man. And I do that all the time. And I thought, I need to be more positive when I'm talking to myself. That was not at all where he was going, I don't think. He was saying that you're going to learn how to kind of teach your brain to not do that. Is that what you got?
Well, now we're going to go into like a deep sesh here, but I'm feeling like when you said that, Bill, what I'm thinking is that's exactly what he was talking about. He wants you to recognize that that dragon, I don't know if he called it this, but negativity dragon was guiding you in that moment, right? And we hear that often, be kind to yourself and maybe reframe that thinking. It is an incredibly challenging time right now. I know we get on every morning and we smile and we laugh and we have a good time, and I love spending time with you, but I'll tell you what, we've got the 23 hours in the rest of the day where we're all going through, you and I, these dragons of emotions all day.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of folks have a lot of stress that they have never had before, and there was no learning in advance to get ready for this because it was kind of sprung on us, and yeah, it's tough. And I feel very fortunate. We've been pretty lucky at our house, and I know you feel the same way too, Jess. But you got to be able to see that, wow, this has been a tough time.
Well, absolutely. And to be honest, I had a doozy of a day yesterday, and, you know, you just take each day as they come and try to wrap your arms around it. But it's great to know. And that's what we try to do on the show here. Connect everybody with resources, because if you are feeling these things, and so many of us are, raise your hand, talk about it, get help, and make sure that you are putting yourself forward and being kind too.
Very good, very good. All right, speaking of having fun, we're going to have some more coming up at 9:15. Get ready for Top Pick 6. 6 picks. Yeah, that's it. Can't wait.